This is Marco, Liquidity Hunter. So a little bit late today, 6:19. Just so everybody know, I don't prepare for none of these sessions. I just come in and do whatever I see on the market. So these are not pre-recorded. This is all live. Market is open, obviously right here. So let's go over what happened last week. Last week we were looking to do a long position from here to come and kill this previous day high, but they keep messing around. So right now let's take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hour looks like it's gonna come down to any of these levels. So it might be a short-term downtrend. So we are still in an uptrend. So as long as you don't forget where you are in the market, then you will be good. So what do we got right here? So we do have a fair value gap that is forming in the next 40 minutes. This will either be confirmed or not. So we can't really do nothing on the 4 hour. Besides this order block right here. So order block, well, this is not even confirmed either because you can just come and do it. So this inefficiency hasn't been confirmed. So there's really nothing on the 4 hour. 4 hour, we're still in the uptrend. So let's take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour. So this, we're gonna just remove things that we don't need. That way we don't get confused. So none of this is needed. So let's go ahead and analyze the market. So we are still in the uptrend. Did we make a new high? No. So pretty much right now we are still in a downtrend. So short-term downtrend. So we do have this confirmed order block bearish, and then we do have inefficiency right here. So which is really good. So let's see, internal liquidity. So we have this. We have also some internal liquidity right here. And we do have another order block right here. Let's see. I'm gonna take the whole thing. Should I take this one? I'm not gonna take this one. I'm gonna take this one and I'll just take the whole thing. So this is another bearish order block. So what do we do? So we are going against the trend. So we have to be really careful not to get trapped into selling. So do not get married to selling. So we do have this fair value gap on the 1 hour. Over here. So let's see, do we have a we do have some liquidity right here that we gotta kill. So we might get something like this. So we might kill this liquidity, rate this, and then go and kill the previous day low. So we are gonna just wait for the market right now. There's really nothing going on. It's not even 6:30 yet, so we are not gonna do anything as of right now. But this is pretty much what I'm thinking is gonna happen. So we're still gonna keep making lower lows. So let's go ahead and wait, and then I'll come back once I see something, and then I let the trade run. I let the video run for the trade. So I'll be right back. So as expected, we did come and kill this liquidity. So now we have to wait for the setup. So pretty much you just gotta anticipate like what's going on, like what needs to be killed, things like that. So before you take anything, you gotta see like, okay, what are they doing? So they're creating lower highs, and pretty much we couldn't break the high the last 2 days. So pretty much they're not gonna do it right now. So pretty much we just have to come and keep going with the short-term trade. So now I have forgot to put this order block, so I just added it. So now we have our order block right here, and we have the fair value gap that we are that we knew it has to come to. So because there was all this liquidity right here, all these early sellers have to be taken out of the market before the market can keep making new lows. Now we just have to wait until we get a setup. So you just don't get in just because it gets to that area. You always want to confirm, because you're putting your money on the line, so you have to pretty much be very, very precise whenever it comes to taking trades. So do not get FOMO in. If they go and take off, I mean, it's okay. When you don't take a trade, you're pretty much preserving your capital. When you are going in with the FOMO, you are pretty much hoping that you're gonna make money, and that's not what we do here. So we're just gonna wait until we get a good setup. The entries are gonna be based on either a fair value gap, inverse fair value gap, mitigation block, or what's the other one? Sure, I blanked out. Hold on, let me see. I have them right here. Break a block, inverse fair value gap, or order flow. So these are pretty much my entries that I do. Everything else is just for analysis. So we are gonna wait for something to happen right here. The 1 minute. I don't want to take trades on the 1 minute anymore. I'm just gonna wait for the 5 minutes, and that's because in the 1 minute I got screwed so many times. So I'm just gonna wait for a 5 minute setup. The 1 minute, we're already getting a fair value gap right here. Pretty much this could be inverse fair value gap trade, but I just don't trust the 1 minute anymore. Like, I have got messed up so many times. So we're just gonna wait and anticipate, And also the main thing that you have to do when it comes to trading is, like, are you coming into the market excited, or are you coming into the market with hope? If you come into the market excited, like, this is gonna be really, really easy. But if you're hoping, I mean, you gotta really work on that, because you're not really looking at the market, what they're doing. You're just hoping to get a good trade, and then you're hoping to make money, and then that really doesn't work out. So, just like anything in life, you gotta come excited to the gym. Gotta come excited to trading, to see your family, see your kids. I mean, everything in life is like that. So every time I come into the market, like, I'm very, very excited. Like, I go to the gym. But today I woke up late. I woke up at 3 a.m. I usually wake up at 2:30, but I got to the gym late. But I still went, like, really, really excited, because it's Monday, and I come back to trade, which is also Monday, and then I love trading. This is my, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I love trading. It's just the dopamine that you get, I guess. So anyways, we're gonna wait for a setup. I'm gonna pause the video right now, and then we're just gonna go from there. So right now we do have a fair value gap right here on the 5 minutes. So if this gets inverse, then I'll take it. If it doesn't get inverse, then I'll look for something else right here. So we're just gonna wait to see what's gonna happen. We have a rate of this candle, so we'll see if this candle is the trigger. If it's not the trigger, then we'll figure it out. But we have this fair value gap right here. I'm not gonna take it. Like I said, I'm just gonna wait for this one, because 5 minute setups are a lot better. So yeah, so I'll pause the video right now, and then whenever I take a trade, I'll let the video run, so that way you guys can see, like, the whole thing. So I'll be right back. All right, guys, so we did take a break. Oh man, come on, go back a little bit. right, let's take it as this. So pretty much we are gonna take this trade as an inverse fair value gap because we did close under. Now we put a stop loss in this area, so hopefully it's not a fake out, but pretty much we are taking this trade as an inverse fair value gap. They already did the damage, they already killed the liquidity right here, so now we are able to get in. We are targeting to kill the previous day low and create a new low. So how did I get this take profit? So I use the Fibonacci from this area to that, and this whole thing came to the 80%, and then pretty much the 27% is right here. Or sorry, is this area right here. This is the lower high that created a new low. So we have a retracement to the 62, and we are targeting the 27%. So we are targeting this area right here. That's pretty much how I got the TP. So now we just gotta wait until this trade plays out. Let me take off. Where is my? Oh, I already took out the fibs. So yeah, so pretty much this is the trade. Let's see how this one plays out. We did already kill the liquidity, came in to tap this fair value gap, which is valid. Oops. Now, if we get stopped out, then obviously it's gonna come to this order block. So hopefully it doesn't come to that area. But like I said, the market will trap you on the beginning of the week and at the end of the week. So let's pretty much not get trapped into the buys because we are on a downtrend right now, on a short-term downtrend. So let's see. So we are protected. We have a high, a lower high, and then now we gotta create a new lower high. So let's see. We are risking 102. So as this is gonna be our trade for the day. And then this is pretty much the same trade across 10 accounts. So I'm just gonna give it time. Hopefully this is not a Monday fake out like we got on Friday. So let's see what happens in this area. Wait, what happened? Oh, I thought that I got it wrong, but no, this is the fair value gap that was in this area, came and closed under. So when it closes under, I take the trade, I risk it, and then we go from there. So if it doesn't work out, obviously we're gonna wait for a new setup, but we are still looking for shorts. But it's Monday, so hopefully it's not trap Mondays, like trap Fridays, and then we don't lose these trades. So we're just gonna keep waiting. On the 1 minute, it looks like a higher low, but this higher low got broken already. So I didn't even check the news today. Let's see what we got. Today we don't have anything, so it should be a chill day. But like I say, they always trap the beginning of the week, end of the week. So I'll let the trade run, and then we just go from there. Alright guys, so I moved my my TP all the way to the previous day low because that's the overextension of the Fibonacci. So once we get to this area, I'm gonna be trailing it very, very tight. So maybe we get a big push all the way down here, and if we do, we are gonna make some really good money. So we're just gonna give it time. Usually when the market is ready, It's gonna take about 1 to 2 hours to get to its target. So pretty much we are gonna get this candle, and we are gonna get a bigger one. So we just pretty much gonna wait until we get to this area. So once we get to this area, then that's when we're really gonna be trailing this thing, and it's gonna be really tight. So because the target is the previous day low. So like I said in all my videos, the market goes from previous day high to previous day low, and then they always target in this area. So the first area they're gonna kill is the previous day low, but we potentially are gonna go and kill the previous day low, previous week low, I'm sorry. So now we just gotta wait until that things happen. So I'll let the trade run, and then we're just gonna go from there. So if this candle closes bearish, we are gonna be in a really good position. But like I said, I'm gonna really trail it on the 5-minute once we get to this area. That's why I put this line right here. Alright guys, quick update of what's going on right here. So usually if the market is ready, it's gonna just go. I really thought that this was gonna happen, and then they came back and retested the inverse fair value gap. Now here's the thing. This consolidation right here is just grabbing order. It's the same thing in this area. So we do have an external liquidity that we have to kill now. I don't know if they want to go for all this liquidity up here, but if they do, we are gonna get out of this trade, because number one, we are at the bottom and we don't want to be trapped, and then they go up and they do the thing and then come back now. So if we break above this area, we're just gonna call it a day, because this is technically the lower high. We have a small lower high right here. This one broke this structure right here. So technically we are protected by this. But like I said, this is all consolidation. So usually if the market was gonna go, it was just gonna go from here. Like it was just gonna keep dropping. If they start messing around, there's other things that they want to do. So if they broke and closed with a body above this area, then I will close the trade, take whatever loss it is, but I'm not gonna give it the full stop loss. So we had to wait this whole 2 minutes, unfortunately, and then we're just gonna get out, because this whole consolidation not really that good. So we're just gonna wait. Hopefully they don't just keep going like crazy, but they could, there's nothing saying that they cannot. So we'll see what happens. We still have this area right here. This is the ultimate break that happened. So if it passes this area and then it closes when, like, I'm definitely out. But we're just gonna give it a couple more minutes. We were in profit like really fast, but whenever they got other intentions, then we just gotta, we cannot get married to the trade and then just cut it out really fast. So we're just gonna give it some time right now. We're gonna give it this 5-minute candle, and then we're just gonna wait. So I'll let the trade run right now and see what happens. That is insane. They really pushed that candle really fast and really hard. So I guess we're just gonna have to cut it. I mean, that's it, no more. We're just gonna cut this trade. Just gonna cut it because this thing is just gonna keep going. So yeah, so I really didn't think they were gonna push that hard. So anyways, we're just gonna wait to see if we get another setup just to get our money back. Like I said, this trade was a little bit tricky because we were at the bottom. We did have this liquidity that I thought was gonna tap, so we're just gonna wait at this point. I'm gonna pause the video and then when I come back whenever I see something. Alright guys, so I went back in. That's crazy. They really just went and just tapped everybody that was selling early, and then they completely fully engulfed this candle. So I went back in. I'm just gonna come to get my money back. I'm not gonna give them pretty much anything. So, but that's crazy. That is crazy. This candle just said, I mean, you already know what they said. F your stop loss. So they took everybody out that was selling, including myself. Lost $3,000. So we're just gonna give it one more try, see if it works. But yeah, like that is insane. Like that wick completely killed everybody in this area. So we're just gonna give it a couple minutes, see what happens. But like, damn, that's crazy. So now if we lose this trade, then it is what it is. They're really not gonna do anything. And we are gonna take a really big hit today if they come back up. So we're just gonna give it a few minutes. I'm gonna let the trade run. Alright guys, just a quick update. So wow, they got what they needed. We thought we had them, but we're not. So right now this trade is just to get my money back. So this is just pretty much an example of what they do. If they keep going, if they keep dropping, honestly don't care, because I really didn't like what they did. But this is the market, this is how we act. So pretty much, as long as you have a direction where you're going, they could come back. I mean, nothing says that they're not gonna come back, honestly. So if they come back and then they set up again, just take the trade again and trust it. So right now we're pretty much looking to get our money back. The previous day low is about to be rated. Usually after a big candle, there's another one that pushes harder. So this is gonna be this one right here. You see how they're gonna just hit our take profit, but it's crazy what they did, man. It's unbelievable. I could not believe it, but it is what it is. So we're just gonna get our money back, and then we're just gonna call it a day. I mean, today was just is Monday, so they did trap buyers, they trap sellers, like everybody's trapped. This thing is gonna keep dropping, but honestly I don't really care. I just wanna, you know, conserve my capital. Like I want to get my money back, and then I'll come back tomorrow, and tomorrow I'm gonna hit them. So that's all we can do. I mean, this is just nothing we can do. We're just gonna wait for this trade to hit the take profit. Usually it's 3 big candles that happen. So pretty much this is the first one, this is gonna be the second one, and there might be another one that's gonna go all the way here, but honestly I don't really care. We're just gonna wait for this thing to hit the take profit, and then we're just gonna go from there. It's gonna be crazy if they just wick this and then they come back up. That would be completely insane, but it could happen. I mean, it is what it is. We're just gonna give it some time. I'm gonna move my stop loss to break even. I don't think they're gonna come back. Hopefully they don't, but if they do, it is what it is. So we'll see what happens. I'll let this trade keep running, and then we'll see how we end up today. I'm honestly just gonna move my stop loss over here because this is a lower high, so I don't want it to just come and tap in and go. So we'll see what happens. I'm still gonna hold this trade. We got really close to our TP, but man, Mondays, gotta love them. Alright guys, just a quick update. This area is so strong, they don't want to break it, so I'm gonna just give it this last couple minutes. Based on whatever this candle finishes, I'm gonna either hold or close it. But honestly, this is just crazy. This area is so strong that they cannot break it. They have to go down, but the buyers are protecting this area right here. So let me see. Yeah, this area, I don't know if they're gonna break it. Hopefully they do. We're gonna give it a couple more minutes and then see what happens. But yeah, this is the area that they don't want to break. These buyers are really holding this level really strong. Sellers are pushing it, but I don't know. We're gonna give it a couple more minutes, see what happens. But if this candle doesn't close bearish or try to break it again, then I'm just gonna close the trade and then call it a day. Honestly, like, nothing's gonna happen today. So this is all consolidation. It's already 8:21. Really not doing anything. Let me see if there's some news on Forex Factory going on. This happened 2 hours ago. Yeah, there's really nothing. I mean, it's Monday, they just trapping people. It is what it is. But yeah, I don't think nothing's gonna happen today. It's just gonna consolidate in this area, and that's about it. So we're just gonna give it a couple more minutes. But I don't think we're gonna break this area. So if this trade comes to my entry, I'm just gonna close it. I'm not gonna be playing around with them anymore. So yeah, this is just a horrible day today. So we're gonna give it 2 more minutes on this candle, see what happens. Alright guys, I'm just gonna close this trade. There's really nothing's gonna happen right now, so let me see. Yeah, we're just gonna close it. Let me see, it's gonna get half of my thing. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, this area is really too strong. I'm not gonna really play with them no more. If they drop, whatever. They did too much in this area. They literally consolidated the whole thing. So we got half of our money back. We have a loss again, 1,700. It could have been a profitable day, but it didn't. And now they're gonna drop, really. Oh wow. Yeah, this area, honestly, like this area, they can't really break this area. So if they break it today, it's good. If they don't break it today, then it is what it is. So, but this area is way too strong. See how they pushed it up. So this is just, they literally took liquidity off the high. They messed up the buyers, messed up the sellers in this area. I mean, it's just crazy. This is a whole bloodbath right here. So anyways, today it was gonna be a good day, but they had other plans in mind. Consolidating the whole time right here. This was the candle, was really good, and then this one was just gonna continue because they already killed the liquidity, but they decided to come back and get more money, and then got more money down here. I mean, it's just crazy. But anyways, we're just gonna call it a day. Today was not what I was expecting, but Mondays and Fridays are trap days. So it is what it is. I cut this video right here, and like I said, brush it off and come back tomorrow. So we're still up in our accounts. We are up $600 per account, about 6,000. We didn't lose that much. But we're gonna catch them, man. We're gonna catch them one of these days, whatever day it's gonna be. But this was such a beautiful trade, to be honest. Like, they did exactly what I was expecting them to do, but I was not expecting all this to happen today. But it's okay. We cannot win every single day. Sometimes they will come back and then grab more money and then play around. And then we got in the trade like around 6 something. I don't remember what time we got in the trade. It was like a 6:40 when this candle closed. 6:40 to 8:30 is way too long to hold a trade. Really good trades usually take about an hour, maybe 2. But today was just playing around day. So anyways, we'll come back tomorrow, guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you learned something. And like I said, always stick to your plan, stick to your rule. And as long as you have really good management, risk management, you're really not gonna blow the account. So the main thing right here is preserving the capital. Don't lose money. Rule number 1. Rule number 2, follow rule number 1. So anyways, we're gonna call it a day, and then we'll come back tomorrow. Thank you, guys.